morning, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I am Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow. And today is Monday, November 16th. And we are in episode 299.
Can you believe it?
No, I cannot.
We just passed
My hair
100.
just exploded in disbelief.
We had just we were 150 or something before this whole
It's crazy.
pandemic-y thing started. So
Turning off my phone. My friend is texting me.
podcasting, Heather.
We're podcasting. That means, with rapid math, that
That we're really good at.
yeah. Well, this one I can do. Tomorrow is episode 300.
Yeah.
And we are going to be doing a giveaway on episode 300.
Yes. So,
It's going to be a mystery. But you'll have to tune in and see.
yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow.
Right. Okay, so
Speaking of giveaways.
on to today because we have a lot to talk about today.
Yes.
All right, so on Friday, we were going through our whips. By the way, everybody, thank you so much for making us feel like we're not the only ones that have so many whips. And you guys really got a kick out of it. I thought...
We're going to have to go through our cross-stitch ones now.
Okay. Anyway, so what we...
You thought that was all...
Oh.
That wasn't even all the knitting. I have a rolling cart of...
Please. I had it down to, I think there was one project that I was keeping, and my basket is now full of all the ones that I didn't show you. But they're the ones that I'm actually working on. As in, they take up space on the floor around my chair.
Right.
So they're now in the basket. So at least they're cleaned up a little bit.
Slate to soon be.
However... anyway, so what we did was we went through and this was
one
the
of our
one...
best projects we are giving away. It's just started. It's the bee shawl, the beautiful bees, right?
The beekeeper? The beekeeper, I think.
The
Bumblebee shawl.
Both.
It has bee in it.
Right. So the bumblebee shawl, it's Sweet Sparrow yarn.
It's beautiful. It really is.
She's going to take the needles out and put the shawl on waste yarn.
Which I should happily remember to do before I put it in the bag to ship out.
Yeah.
Because I was planning to just take that and stick it in a bag.
But you get the bag, the yarn's caked.
And the project.
And the project, one of the yarns.
I think two of the skeins are caked, one still needs to be caked.
But you get the bag. We're even throwing in a little cat hair just for free. Just because we care.
Because we love you that much.
So, anyway, the random winner is Karen Clark with an E. And she says, tell the bees they are welcome to come to my home and join my bee fabric collection. She loves bees and knitting. So, congratulations, Karen. Luck would have it, I have your address. We will ship it out to you, and you are all set. So,
There you go.
yay!
Yay! Okay.
That was shrill. Okay, so we have so much to talk about. We have notes. On Friday, we were talking about our dyeing.
Well, should we tell why we were doing this?
Earlier in the week, yes. Okay, so we had we were trying to dye up a skein. We're doing Christy Glass's Knit and Escape on December 5th. It's a virtual event. She was going to have a knitting retreat in upstate New York in November. Obvious reasons was canceled and has now been scheduled for next November. But we are one of the sponsors of the event. And so now she's doing a virtual selling event on December 5th. And we are kicking it off. We are the first vendor. So we were trying to dye up. We had something in our head for, we're going to say.
Yep.
We're calling it Pink Christmas. And there was something in both of our heads that was similar, did not come out on the yarn. So we are going to, we have two colors, right?
Well, it's basically one color. One just has a splash of blue.
Okay. So did you do one listing?
It's one listing.
Okay.
What we have is, we have this, we did 8 and 8 DK and 8 fingering. one of the pans of DK, we put a splash of blue on and decided that we really were not happy with that at all. So we have 4 skeins of DK that have a splash of blue on them, 4 skeins of DK that are more purple, and then 8 skeins of the overall pink Christmas. I'm calling it one of a kind hyphen definitely not pink Christmas, because this is not going to be the final pink Christmas.
There's nothing wrong with the yarn. It's a very pretty color. It's just not what we had in mind, and it is very close to another color.
This is pink Christmas, what we dyed. So that's the color that we came up with. This is RBG.
The When There Are Nine.
The When They Are Nine. And it's too similar. I know it's not exactly the same, but it's too similar in our minds. So what we are doing is...
And then some of them also, just to say, here, you've got the one. Okay. Some got more pink, some got more gray. So they're not even consistent enough to be the color. The pink is too pink. The gray is too... Everything's too much.
And here, when we said it got a splash of blue, do you see that? That's the splash of blue. There's not a lot. There's just a little bit. So these could definitely work together.
And they work with this too.
Right. It all goes together because it's all the same color line. It's just, it's not what we wanted.
Right.
Here, again, when we say a splash of blue, we mean like 1 or 2 strands got some blue on it. So that it's not a lot.
And it almost looks like the
purple broke.
Yeah, or that the gray's a little bit darker.
Right.
So these are listed in the shop. I have a link down below to them.
Here it is on fingering.
Maybe said it's 8 DK, 8 fingering.
Right. The DK are just split. 4 of them have the splash of blue. 4 of them don't. But as I said, really,
we have to search to see which one is which.
Yeah. Okay. So we know what we did wrong. And we know what we want to do to fix it.
Right.
So we are hopefully going to be coming out next week with, well, not for sale, but hopefully we'll show you what we actually was, what happened. Blah, 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 blah. We will hopefully be hopefully we will be showing you what actually was in our heads.
Right.
That came out on
So we're dyeing that later this week.
So you know when we say sometimes we dye something and it's not what we want and it doesn't work? This is one of them, only because I love the colors. It's just too close to RBG.
Yeah, because Mary Beth, she was looking at it this morning. She's like, I don't hate it. So then we were thinking maybe we will use it, but then we held it up to RBG and it did the When There Are Nine. It's just too close to the When There Are Nine.
So these, one of a kind, it will not be dyed again.
Right.
So if you want them, 8 fingering, 8 DK, but the DK are just split.
And if you're thinking of using them for multiples, you need multiple skeins, just make sure you err on the side of caution and get more than you think you need, because, again, we won't be repeating. But then you could always just swap in RBG.
So, yeah, there you go. Okay.
So that's the one-off.
Right.
Okay.
Also, December 5th, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Come join us at Knit and Escape, because we will be there. We're doing hawking our stuff.
10 to 11. And then there are a bunch of other great vendors coming after us.
Yeah. So. Also, they're doing a whole bunch of things. I know that one of the things they're going to be doing is Asylum Fibers is going to be showing you how she dyes yarn in a studio or in a New York City apartment.
Oh, okay. That'll be cool.
Which is going to be really interesting to see, because
and I think I'm almost sure there are classes. How
much space we take up to dye yarn, and we have done it in our kitchen before.
And I know how much Asylum Fibers
produces.
She's not putting out 10 skeins a week. So,
right. So that I'm really kind of interested to see how she does it in a smaller space.
Yeah.
So it's if you're interested in that kind of thing, I think it's going to be fascinating to watch. So yeah, Knit and Escape on Facebook and Instagram. Follow them, and then go sign up.
Yeah.
Because I think there's going to be some cool things
going on. She's also doing something Friday night with rainbows.
Yes, there's a knit along, I think.
So we will put the link to everything down below, right below the...
See? You're picking up the wrong one.
The one-off.
Yep.
So.
Okay, there's that.
All right. So then this weekend, we had a busy weekend. We haven't seen our nephews in a year and a half. So normally we are the advent calendar aunts. We send them a chocolate advent calendar every year. As a matter of fact, we sent one to the two olders. Declan is the third, and he wasn't even a year yet.
He was 6 months.
We didn't send one for him because we didn't think it was appropriate.
And we get back.
He disagreed strongly,
wanting to know where his was.
So since we haven't seen them in so long this year, we wanted to do something a little more than just the chocolate advent calendar. So this weekend we were putting together all our stuff for them. So we have so many little tiny presents for them to open.
Like one day they're going to get a package of hot chocolate. The first day they're getting their chocolate advent calendar so that they can open that every day. But then one day they're going to get a thing of hot chocolate. One day the older boys are going to get silly putty. We got a giant rainbow slinky for Declan. Yes. We also got several balls that he can throw for his brothers to go and bring back to him. One of which lights up when two of them light up. Two of them light up, yeah. Two of them light up when you throw them. We also have a car that has, it's got a lever that you bang down on the lever and it shoots the car out. So we thought that he'd have a lot of fun. You know, he gets to hit it and the older boys have to go get it and bring it back. And put it back together for him. Yeah. So, and then we've got coloring books and things like that for the older boys and comic books and books to read and fun things. So they'll have something different to open every day. Yeah. And also we wanted to get them things that would keep them busy. You know, give them something to do because they're doing virtual learning. They're at home. Yeah. We got them, one thing is a hover... like soccer ball? Soccer ball. It's like a flat bottom soccer ball that takes batteries and you can kick it back and forth to each other, but it kind of hovers. And it has bumpers on it so that as long as you're not too boy, you can do it inside. Right. And not hurt anything. But we thought that would be lots of fun for them to take out front too, because they've got a little front yard that they can play in and they can go outside and play. And they both are huge soccer nuts. Yes. So we tried to get a bunch of different things like that. So some of them are for the two older boys, they'll get together. So they open one present together, and other things are just individual. But we thought that would be kind of fun to do, you know, something kind of cool to open every day. Yeah. And since they're boys, we can't do the whole homemade little doll things, you know. They don't do that. I would have had more fun with girls. Okay, so that was one of the things. So that was one of the things we did. We also cut all the fabric for the fabric advent calendars. So those are hopefully going out today. Yes, those are all set to go. The last pieces came in so that we're just wrapping everything up, putting the numbers on everything, and they're going out the door. But we're really excited about that. Yeah. Very excited about that. All right. Okay, so crafting from this weekend? Yeah. All right, one of the things that I worked on, we worked on our English paper piecing a little bit. This was the first flower that I made. So what I'm doing is I'm taking hexagons and I'm doing one focal point in the middle and then doing 6 of the same fabric going around the outside. And I'm going to have flowers all around the quilt, and then I'm going to have white or cream in between. So I finished my second colored flower, and that is this. I took the middle from Rifle Paper's Alice in Wonderland fabric that we used to make bags for Chelsea Yarns. And then I put pink polka dots all around it to pick out the pink of the roses. I love it. I am so in love with this flower. Really so cool. I just love this so much. So it's going to go together with this. And then there are going to be flowers of all different colors all around. And I already know, I was thinking of doing the 7 colors of the rainbow, but then I had an idea of doing one that's going to be in browns. So there's going to be at least one brown one too, because I have fabric that I want to use for that. So I'm kind of excited about that. So I have to pick out my next set of flowers, my next set of petals and everything, and get that together. But yeah, I finished my pink one today. There's so much crafting. I know, there's so much that I want to do. I also have to order the white fabric that's going to go in between so I can start putting together and seeing the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really, really excited about it.
So I started a Christmas one. I'm using our, mostly our Warm Wishes fabric line. And I'm making this star.
Surprise, surprise.
Right. I started with the Golden Retriever. Since I have someone who is black that looks exactly like that. I have two someones. Anyway, so the animal toss fabric, there's a donkey, there's birds and everything. So I have a multitude that I can choose from for the middle. And then I'm doing the star points in red and green, and then this holly fabric from the Warm Wishes line to outline and make ultimately the bigger hexagon. And then I'm going to pick another fabric that's going to, essentially I'll just cut out of that fabric, just one big hexagon, and surround this. So that it's not all, because then here's my second one that I'm working on.
Oh my God, that kitten is just unreal.
Yeah, so this one I went with the candy canes in the red for the star points.
Okay, here.
It's kind of hard to open it because I've got all the cardboard still in it.
Look at that kitten. It's
so the English paper piecing, I should get the fabric so you can see it. Because you would never know that he's one amongst a whole bunch. So when you look at the fabric, you don't necessarily just focus in on him, but this gives him the focal point. So
I love it. I think it's going to be such a beautiful, beautiful quilt.
I just have to, move a little faster.
Or accept that this is going to be not this year.
Yeah, but I want to move a little faster because I want to move on to other things.
Okay. I am accepting that this is not going to be this year, and I'm just going to enjoy it as I do it and not stress, because I actually am enjoying doing this.
Well, it's not stressing so much as
thought that.
Prioritizing it amongst all the...
I mean, with the way I have talked about hand sewing things, who would have thought that I would be saying, I actually enjoy this.
Right. And we got the right needles in, and that made a big difference.
Yes. Yes, it did. So. Also, we got they're magnets.
Oh, it's the So Tight magnets.
Tula Pink was talking about them, and we got them, and boy, it holds. When you're sewing two things together, you put the magnet one on either side, and it is tight.
Yeah.
This is not going to move around as you're trying to sew the edges together. So that that was a nice little game changer. Okay. Yeah, no, we're very happy with the way these are turning out, and it's a nice way to just relax.
Yeah.
And not just zen out a little bit.
Maybe put a book on Audible and just sew.
I need time. Time.
Okay, so fabric.
Fabric. All right, we're going to do fabric now. We have fabric to show you. I love this fabric. This is going to make, you know how we were talking about the bees on Friday, and it's a soft, subdued? Yeah. This is not.
Yeah.
This is bright, fun. They call it feed sack florals. That's the way they describe it.
Oh, okay.
And it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect.
And they're perfect accents. It's like the Lori Holt Prim collection. Mm-hmm. It's just, we're going to go to it for everything,
if you were doing...
To do, around the edges of your paper piecing, or...
yeah.
The backing of a quilt.
The backing of a quilt would be perfect.
So it's called Sugar Shack, right?
Sugar Sack 2.
Sugar Sack 2. Say that 3 times fast.
Sugar Sack 2. It's by Whistler Studios, and get ready for color and fun and happy.
And you know what it is? It's happy.
It is.
So,
all right.
So this is one.
So we have a couple of different prints. These are the large flowers, and we have these on red blue. Look at that cornflower blue.
Oh, wait.
That color.
Just wait.
Pink. And then the next one, yeah, there. And then yellow.
Kitchen curtains.
Yes. Actually, you know what? These are perfect for kitchens. An apron. It would be.
Oh, yeah.
A spectacular
Aprons.
apron.
A tablecloth.
Yep. Or.
Oh my God! If you did a quilt and you made it your kitchen tablecloth, so pretty.
Market bags for spring.
Yeah.
Or the middle of winter when you just need that punch
Right.
of color. All right.
Or pandemic and you need to be happy.
Yes. All right. These are tulip flowers, and we have these in 2 different backgrounds. We have them in pink and yellow. Love that. Okay. Then these white flowers, pretty sure we have these on 3 different backgrounds. 2 different? No, these are 2. This is 2 different backgrounds.
Okay.
Okay. This one we have on red. And then pink. So they're little white, like forget-me-not flowers. So that's those. I have this pile. It's going to take over my face soon. Okay, these are little sprigs of flowers. And we have this on red background. You right there, man? No, I want it to come up.
Oh, okay. You want to...
And the blue background. I'm not joking. Okay.
And then we have the daisies.
So these are the daisies. We have these on yellow. Blue. And pink. And Mary Beth is now completely gone. There are 13 different bolts of fabric that you can choose from.
That's 13.
Okay, so
Before we knock the camera over.
oh look, I'm back again. These are all listed on the store. They're ready to go.
Link is down below.
Don't forget we list in half yard increments. So if you need a yard, make sure you put 2. And they're ready to go.
Yeah.
I love them. I want to do like kitchen stuff with those.
Yeah,
I
this
just
is
think they're
very
so pretty.
like, kitchen.
Like vintage kitchen-y. Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Really
the
cool.
tablecloth. Definitely gonna do
I
the
think
tablecloth.
the tablecloth would be really cool.
And that fat quarter quilt
Yeah.
would be great.
All right. Hopefully coming soon we will be showing you things that we actually made in them.
Also,
Also pillows for the spring.
yeah,
Just you bring them out and it's like pops of color.
yeah.
Oh, gorgeous. Okay. Moving on.
I was going to say something. Oh, fabric. We have one more line on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow's the toadstool.
Yep. Tomorrow is the toadstool.
Episode 300. We got giveaway. We have a new toadstool. Be good
All
one.
the things that we do for you. You're welcome. Okay.
So then last, we have decided that going forward, we will only watch Christmas.
Yep.
That's it. I'm not watching stupid stuff anymore.
Nope. We will allow the Great British Bake Off in there.
Right, and The Amazing Race and The Voice. But The Voice, we're getting to the point where I'm going to lose interest soon.
Yes.
So
I like it when the judges are fighting each other over the
have
contestants.
zero interest in the contestants. I'm just there for the judges.
Love the judges. When Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson start going back and
Right.
forth with each other, and when they gang up on John Legend, it's hysterical. I love it.
But yeah, once they focus on the contestants, then I usually, unless there's one that I'm particularly rooting for or
Right.
interested in, but I have yet to see that person this season. So anyway, we are watching Christmas movies, and Mary Beth follows Pop Culture Happy Hour from NPR on Facebook, and Linda Holmes put out a.
Okay, so she wrote an article. You can also find it on NPR's website. under PCHH, but the
And I'm
title...
going to link the article down below.
Okay, so the title is The Cider Sipping, Mitten Wearing Guide to 2020 Holiday Movies, because Linda Holmes feels about Christmas movies approximately the same way we do. And she has listed, I think, pretty much every single movie that is coming out this year for Lifetime, Hallmark, Netflix. She's got them all.
Yeah, I don't know whether Amazon Prime has jumped on the Christmas movie bandwagon yet.
No.
However, we watched a couple this weekend. We are learning that we don't like Lifetime's movies
As much. Yeah.
We watched two. We watched them all the way through. They were not unwatchable.
Right.
But...
There was one that we started and quit because it was just too sexist and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Helen has a rule: nothing after 2018.
No.
Or nothing before 2018. Right. Anything that was made before 2018, she's not interested in.
It's a little...
I have twisted her arm on one or two of them.
Right.
One time it worked, one time it didn't. But I can pretty much...
And the time that it didn't, like, spurn the whole, she was, like, starting them. I'm like, nope.
Nope, yeah.
Doesn't pass the rule.
But I can pretty much get her to do it if Tom Cavanaugh is in it, because we both loved Ed, and so anything that has him in it, I can pretty much talk her into. Anyway.
However, we watched one last night that we really enjoyed.
Yes.
So it was Jingle Bell Bride because we really liked her. Because sometimes, okay, so caveat: this is not Oscar-worthy acting.
Oh, by any means.
By any means, the storyline is the same, movie after movie.
Well, they said, because I was reading something, and they said if you are going to try and get the true romance across in an hour and a half,
it has to follow a formula.
Yeah. You can't break the rules and make something new that people are going to buy into right away.
Right. But sometimes the acting is just too bad.
Right.
And you just don't like the characters. So, but we did like the female and the male lead. They were both okay.
I am doing, I'm looking it up so that I can say who it is. The Jingle Bell Bride... It's about a wedding planner who needs to find this one-of-a-kind flower, and she flies to Alaska, a tiny little town in Alaska that has a population of 112.
And surprise, she gets stranded.
Yes. And falls in love.
Surprise.
Julie Gonzalo is the lead, and Ronnie Rowe Jr. was the male lead. The two of them, they were really fun.
And I got the chemistry, because a lot of times you don't get the chemistry.
That's part of the problem. Yeah, when the chemistry doesn't work, it's like, okay, now I'm just not buying this at all. It's just pretty scenery, which I will say, I'm in for pretty scenery.
Yeah.
But, so Julie Gonzalo and Ronnie Rowe Jr. were the two leads, and we liked them both very much.
Yeah, so we enjoyed it. Jingle Bell Bride.
So we will be telling you what ones we liked.
Right.
We will be your guide to the Hallmark movies. And
we have a DVR full already.
Not quite. I only did like 4. But last year...
they're only putting one out every week.
Last year what I did was I just went along and taped everything that Hallmark was doing for the entire day. And by the time like January came around, our DVR was 99% full of Christmas movies.
Yes.
And Helen was just, now we're done. Get rid of them all. And go back to normal.
Well, it's funny, January comes around and it's like, okay, we're going to have to shoot somebody soon.
I'm going to need murder and mayhem a little bit. But for right now, we're deep in the Christmas spirit, so we are embracing that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I think that does it.
Okay. I think we're good.
Yeah.
So,
tomorrow, episode 300, new Toadstale.
Yes.
And we have to go pack up orders because the pre-orders of the paper advent calendars, they came in, so they are going out.
Yep.
We have to pack them up today and get them out.
Came in Saturday, going out Monday. That is the rule.
Precision.
Yeah.
So.
And Christmas cards, too. For all of you who ordered the Christmas cards, they are in.
All right.
All right, so I think we are good. We hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon.
Yes, go forth and create.
And we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
For number 300. Bye.